Hi, I'm going to read this post because it's a little dense for me to be able to memorize it, but I really want to make this point. There is a war on women in this country, and you can see it all around. Keep women down. The white patriarchy must reign. Don't teach girls to aspire, especially in the South, Don't teach them to dream. Take away their sense of self and their confidence and make them feel like they all have to be the same, carbon copies of each other, following some passage in Proverbs. Are you kidding? I mean, that's ridiculous. Jesus really valued women, and we don't all have to be the same. We're wonderful creations of God, meant to be individuals. So they feel like they have to follow some kind of a biblical mandate to all be the same, do the same things. Trump and Pence don't even want us to have birth control. What's that about? Keep women pregnant. Don't allow them to get into the upper echelons of companies or government to run for office. Girls are being taught to be nice and subservient. That is the primary thing girls are supposed to be. Do you know how dangerous that is? Boys are then taught that girls are sex objects and that they can be easily manipulated, which they are all the time. In our middle schools, you may be shocked, I see this every day. Boys coerce girls into taking nude shots of themselves and sending them to them on their phones. They then share these with other boys and laugh about it, right? And it's a conquest. It's a male conquest thing. They see how many they can collect. Girls, after they do that, feel shame, disrespect. They don't understand why boys would do that to them, but that's all that's what these boys are being taught. These boys watch porn too, and you know what they say to me? Hey, girls in the porn look like they're enjoying it, so even if she says no, I'm sure she does. So that's all they're good for to these boys. We need to empower girls for more than that. So here's the thing. Listen up, parents. I think in South Carolina, you are not doing a good enough job really talking to your children and making sure they understand that girls are equal to boys. And girls are not there just for boys' sexual pleasure. Boys need to learn that these gender stereotypes are bad for them too. They can't take it on their shoulders to always be the strong man. It's good to talk. Boys wind up very confused because they're not all the same either. So I think girls need to be taught to protect themselves, and they need to be taught that they can make decisions about themselves, their future, their bodies. Empower these girls. They ought to be able to say, do you know how much date rape goes on here? I mean, it's totally ridiculous. Girls need to be taught to say, hey, quit that, you asshole. You're a pervert. Stop. And girls are so uncomfortable with that. I mean, that may be a little strong, but girls need to be able to do that. I coach my girls in my practice. I said, hey, take that knee that you've got and you learn to kick with it. So parents are not teaching their girls these things, and or that they have power. They have power. They are people, and they're just being diminished. Most of the girls I see in my practice have no sense of who they are. That's bad. They're more than a grade. They're more than a boyfriend, and we need to be talking to them about that. All right? Girl empowerment. Yeah. The Women's March. Bye.